What is technical recruiting and how is it different from regular recruiting? If you are wondering what technical recruiting is, then you are in the right place because we will discuss everything there is to know about technical recruiting. Technical recruiting is the specialized process of recruiting technical professionals like software engineers or computer scientists. Technical recruiting is different from regular recruiting because it follows a specific process to attract candidates who possess a range of highly sought-after technical skills, like JavaScript development or mobile app development. Technical recruiting is difficult because the tech industry is experiencing rapid growth in demand for specialized labor. Technical recruiting is the process of finding the best candidates to fill technical roles, such as software engineering. Technical recruiters are often called upon to attract top talent in an increasingly competitive job market. The field has grown rapidly over the past decade and shows no signs of slowing down. Technical recruiters are experts at identifying people who have the skills and experience needed for a position. They can run a search effectively and efficiently, which reduces time spent on interviewing candidates who don't have what you're looking for. They also know how to get your job posted on all the right sites so that it gets noticed by qualified candidates. Technical recruiters are often called upon to find a specific type of candidate, whether it's someone with experience in a certain programming language or someone who has experience working with a specific technology stack. This can make technical recruiting more challenging than traditional recruiting because you need to find candidates who fit your company's requirements exactly. Technical recruiting often involves more than just posting job listings and waiting for candidates to apply. Instead, companies must do research on their top competitors' hiring processes, as well as industry trends, in order to find the best candidates. The days of spending hours browsing job boards for technical candidates and using the same old Excel sheet to keep track of candidates are long gone. The modern technical recruiter embraces all of the newest technologies to speed up the applicant search process and place quality candidates. Companies might also use technical recruiters, IT recruiting agencies, or headhunters to help fill these positions. Technical recruiters are experienced in the field and can often provide insights into what a hiring manager is looking for and how they want to conduct interviews. They can also help identify which candidates meet your requirements and make sure that the candidate has all of the necessary skills for the job. A technical recruiter will typically work with a hiring manager to determine a role's requirements and then source, evaluate and make hiring recommendations for those roles. There are many different types of tech jobs, including software development, engineering, design, and data science. Technical recruiters work closely with hiring managers to determine the skills and experience required for the role, as well as any other factors that might be relevant to the position. Technical recruiters will typically work with a hiring manager to determine a role's requirements and then source, evaluate and make hiring recommendations for those roles. They may also help write job descriptions for open positions or conduct interviews with candidates for specific roles. Technical recruiters should have excellent interpersonal skills and be able to communicate effectively with both candidates and hiring managers throughout the process. They must also be comfortable working in an environment in which they often don't know all of the details about a particular job or candidate before speaking with them face to face. Technical recruiters are often required to have an understanding of technology and how software is built in order to effectively evaluate and vet candidates. According to Upwork, a tech recruiter must have an in-depth understanding of information technology and human resources management. The nature of the work they do can make it difficult for non-technical recruiters to find the right person for the job. This can result in missed deadlines, unhappy clients, disappointed candidates, and lost revenue. Here are some examples of why technical recruiting is different from regular recruiting. Understanding jargon. Technical recruiters need to understand the jargon used by their candidates when describing their skills and experience. This includes industry-specific terms like JavaScript, or Java, DevOps, and SDLC. They also need to know what these terms mean in order for them to be able to evaluate whether or not a candidate is qualified for the position. Evaluating resumes. Technical recruiters must be able to identify whether or not a candidate has the proper qualifications based on their resume alone, or even during an interview. They must also be able to determine if there are any gaps in their education or employment history that could be problematic later down the line. If you don't have a recruiting department, or you want to strengthen your recruiting expertise, you can consider working with an IT recruiting agency like MindHunt. When working with us, you only pay for the closed vacancy, and you also get a 3-month guarantee for a free replacement. If you are interested, please contact us.